back to royalty soaps. How do you like this for my crazy filming background introduction? I think it looks ridiculous, but I am doing this on Saturday, which is the exact day that you're going to be watching it, because I didn't have a battery for my camera to film like the intro and stuff, and I was like, oh, I'll just film it later or whatever. So this is the soap that we are going to be making today. It is awesome. It smells so amazing, and I will of course tell you a little bit more about it in the video. I was super inspired by Sarah Milroy from Spicy Pinecone. Hi Sarah! She made the orange soap for the Brambleberry Soap the Rainbow Challenge. That is like a weekly challenge that they are doing with all of the rainbow colors. So I'm going to leave a link to her video down below so that you can see the like orange like sunburst or like cosmic like explosion. I can't even remember what she called it, but she used like 5 different oranges in this soap, and I was just like, you, Sarah, you have inspired me. I must make soap now. So if you want to check out the Brambleberry Soap the Rainbow Challenge, you can check that hashtag on both Facebook and Instagram, and they might have it on Snapchat and stuff too, but that's specifically where I found it, and you can also check out their blog. I will also say as a disclaimer that at the end of the video when I was cutting this soap, it was last night, it was like 11 o'clock at night, I was super tired, and so I don't sound as enthusiastic about this bar of soap as I actually am. I apologize, but everything is okay. I was just really tired. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys is, of course, all the oils and color and some fragrances and stuff. So I have my oils here, and this is my fragrance oil blend. In here I have Mango Sorbet from Nature's Garden Candles. I have Energy from Brambleberry, and then I have Apricot from Nurture Soap Supply. So I did my own little special mixture here, and it smells so good. Oh my gosh. And then I have my 2 containers here for my colorants, and then I have 3 colorants. I have Orange Vibrance Mica from Nurture, and then I have the Neon Orange from Nurture. This is like really pigmented and vibrant. And then I have Titanium Dioxide, and this is from Wholesale Supplies Plus. And then for the piping, as you guys know, I do 2 separate batches. One is for the base recipe, and then one is for the piping on top. So in the piping in here, I have some orange jojoba beads from Brambleberry, and I also have some apricot seed. I thought that would be, you know, kind of a cool addition for making it look a little speckled and stuff on the inside of the soap, but also because there is apricot fragrance oil in there. So I thought, you know, apricot, that's cool. And then I have my lye solution, which has titanium dioxide in it. So this will be kind of a creamy white color with specks of orange and little brown bits for the apricot. So yeah, I'm really excited. I think I'm just going to do a basic swirl, like just kind of pour each color into the mold, and then take my little swirling tool, also from Brambleberry, and swirl up the inside. So I'm sorry about the camera quality. I accidentally left my battery charger for my big DSLR at Caroline's house because we were filming stuff for Wit and Whimsy. So I'm going to get that this Saturday, but right now all I have is my vlogging camera, so that's the one I'm going to have to use for this video. Alrighty, so the first thing we're going to do is to mix up the base oils and the lye water solution. Again, I'm sorry about the lighting and stuff. I don't have any auto lighting on this camera, so I kind of had to add some artificial, and now the colors are kind of weird, but whatever, we're rolling with it. My lye water solution and my oils are within 20 degrees of each other. I'm gonna go ahead and mix them up. Oh, this is so nerve-wracking because I haven't ever done it in our apartment yet, and so I'm just like, oh, I hope I get everything right. I hope I remember everything is. So I'm going to mix this up with the stick blender real quick. So I'm just mixing until emulsion. I'm not mixing until full trace because I want to be able to get a whole bunch of color swirls and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'm going to set my stick blender aside, and then I'm going to pour a little in here. Woo, okay. And then I'm going to pour a little in here. So this is going to be the white and the neon, and then in here is going to be the orange. So I'm just going to, where is my little scraper? Here it is. Okay, so I'm just going to pour the orange in. I had that pre-mixed with, let's see, what is that mixed with? Sweet almond oil. Then I'm going to put into one of these a little bit of the apricot seed. I know I'm dipping this out with something that has orange on it, but it won't show up. And then I'm gonna put the orange into here, which is just going to be knock your socks off orange by the time I'm finished with it. So I'm gonna, actually, I think I'm gonna mix this up with a spatula first. Oh man, the fragrance oil, it smells so good. Oh, I'm so happy to be soaping again. It's been way too long. I honestly think it's been right at 2 months, which is just too long. Now I'm gonna mix up this orange. Look at that, good grief. So vivid, so beautiful. I'm gonna mix this up with just a bit. Alright, so everything is good and mixed up. That white is sort of a cream color. I thought maybe I should, like, you know, try to make it a little more white, but I decided not to. I'm gonna pour in the fragrance oil mixture. Scrape that out with my spatula. Now I'm gonna mix this up with my stick blender and I'm gonna start pouring it into the mold. I really hope everything is in frame because I can't see squat in my viewfinder. So I'm just gonna pour some of the orange in, the base orange color. This is so tricky after having not poured for so long. I'm going really, really slow so as not to spill here. Alright, now I'm gonna pour some of this orange in. This really vivid orange. Now for some of the white. And I'm going to continue to interchange, going from this lighter orange to the neon orange to the white until these are completely filled up. Okay, so this is what they look like after I have filled everything up. I sort of splattered this on top. So I'm gonna let this sit and set up while I mix up my piping recipe, and then I will be back to pipe this soap. Hooray! Hooray for piping soap again. All right, we are back. So the piping has set up. It's not super stiff. I've left it a little bit softer than usual. And I am spraying these loaves with 90% rubbing alcohol. This sort of helps it stick if the loaves have been sitting for a lot longer than the piping has been, because sometimes it can get kind of hard on the bottom. I'm using the Royalty Soaps piping set to pipe this. I will leave a link to that in the description box below. And I am just putting 3 little pipes across. Also, if you didn't know, with the Royalty Soaps piping set, you get exclusive access to some very informative videos where I give you my recipe, the very one that I'm using right now and the one that I use in all of my more recent soap making videos, for the piping and for the base soap. So I give you all the recipes and I teach you how to make it and tell you all the temperatures and all of that whenever you get the kit from Nurture Soap Supplies. So I'm just gonna pipe this all the way down. I have, once again, the orange jojoba beads from Brambleberry and some apricot seed in the piping with the titanium dioxide. Right across. Oh, I'm right at home. I have missed this so much. This is what I have been wanting to do for a really long time. But I tell you, whenever I move, every time that I've moved my studio, which is like 1, 2, I guess 3 times now, I like have to mentally get myself ready to make soap. I don't know why. It's just one of those things where you kind of like have to prep yourself and everything. It's like, it's okay. You've done this a million times. You know, be confident in your own skill and go ahead and just go for it. And sometimes it just takes a little while to get me there. But Sarah Milroy's video and Brambleberry's Soap the Rainbow challenge has just really gotten me all inspired. And I was like, you know what? You just need to bite that bullet, Katie. You just need to bite that bullet and do it anyway. I don't care how confident you're feeling. It really helps your confidence to go ahead and just do the thing. So yeah. I'm really happy now. Now I'm just like really wanting to make all the soaps, including the Secret Soap series. So now I'm putting a little dollop in the middle where there's a little bit of soap missing here. all the way down, all the way down. And let me tell you guys, I have still not even begun to get used to the idea of being married. It still feels like we're just dating or something and now we just happen to sleep in the same bed. That's exactly, I mean, I'm sorry, but that is exactly what it feels like. It's like, I'm not married. I'm not old enough for that. So all you married ladies and gents, I have to know, how long did it take you to like get used to that idea? Like, how long until you're like, oh yeah, of course I'm married, duh. Like, because, I mean, I realize, again, I'm only like a month in, but still, it's like, it's not even close. And every time I go to my parents' house, I'm like, oh good, I've come home. Like, that was a nice vacation. Caleb and I really enjoyed ourselves. Now I'm home. And then I realize I have to leave and come back to the apartment. And I'm like, what? It still just kind of messes with my mind a little bit. So I'm going to finish that right here. And now I'm going to go across on the same row that I did before and add 2 more little dollops to the main bar of soap, not to the middle. And I have my little lines on the side so that I know exactly where I should be piping. Just a little tiny squeeze. I'm not adding a whole bunch here. Just a little squeeze. I really like the way that the apricot seeds look in here. I think I'm going to start adding that to more soaps because I really like the way that looks. I'm just going to continue. Okay. Now do the same thing on the other side. Kind of add them to the original bars here. Another thing that I'm trying to convince Caleb to let me have is a cat. Because Caleb is working 70-hour work weeks, which means I am here alone a lot of the time. And I couldn't bring Sergeant Tibbs or Dr. Watson with me from my house. They needed to stay there. They are country cats. I think it'd be almost cruel to take them away from their country living. So I couldn't take them with me. I had to leave them, which I was really sad about because I nursed both of those babies from when they were really sick little kittens. But alas, I do not think that's going to happen. So maybe one day, maybe when we get a house, but I don't know. Maybe if I can think of some sneaky way to convince him that a cat would be beneficial for all parties concerned. And the thing is, he actually really likes cats. Like, that's like his favorite animal. I mean, there's a reason. I mean, besides him acting like a cat, there's a reason why I called him the cat. It's because he likes cats. And because, well, he kind of acts like one. So I'm like, I don't see the problem here. You of all people should like desire a cat. Alright, so those have all been piped. So now I am going to add a mixture. I did a mixture of the 2 oranges, the neon orange and the orange vibrance. And I'm going to put some in my little pipette here. And I'm just going to kind of drizzle it down the sides. And I've decided to name this soap Clementine because when I was looking at those oranges, I was like, this looks familiar to me for some reason. And I realized that I had recently looked at a picture of Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind. If you haven't seen that movie, oh my gosh, stop what you're doing right now and go watch that movie. It is such a good movie. It is one of my top 5. And there's a character in it whose name is Clementine, and she has bright orange hair for some of the film, and she also has this like orange sweatshirt that she really likes to wear, and it's like this exact same orange. So I think I'm going to call this soap Clementine. Yeah, I know, I'm kind of a dork. Now I am taking some glitter that I got from TKB Trading. This is called, oh shoot, I can't even remember. I got this so long ago, but it's one of my favorite things. I got like 4 ounces of it, and I have just never run out. I think it's called Sky Diamond. I think that's what it's called. And it's like the perfect glitter. It's just the right size, and it has all the colors in it instead of just having like one color. So I'm going to sprinkle that all on there. And now I'm going to take my little soap gumballs that look like this. These are also orange. As you can see, this is a really orange soap. I was really dedicated to the theme. And I'm going to put this right in the middle of each of the bars. I have a tutorial on how to make these soapy gum balls. No, I don't buy them. Yes, I make them. Yes, they are soap. They're made with melt and pour and a little mold. You can get the mold from Brambleberry, and you can also get the mold from Wholesale Supplies Plus. And I have colored this with Orange Vibrance Mica from Nurture Soap Supply. I'm just gonna add these all the way across. Oh, it makes me so happy. Hooray, hooray for having a soap done in our apartment. We haven't named our apartment, by the way. I keep trying to think up a good one. Like, I'm really tempted to call it the House of Carson because it sounds so regal and noble. So I'm thinking about that. But if you have any suggestions, you guys helped me name Sudsington Palace, and y'all did really, really good with that, and I super, super loved it. So yeah. Our last name is Carson, so there's something you can know. And our little tagline that we like to have for each other is Caterfly. I explained that a little bit on the blog why we like to do Caterfly, but it's because he calls me Butterfly and I call him Cat, and if you put them both together, you get Caterfly. So our little hashtag is like Adventures of Caterfly, and our wedding hashtag was Caterfly in Wedding Land. So yeah, we might do something with that. I'm not sure. I just don't know. So yeah, if you want to give me some suggestions, I'm totally open to that. You guys are so good at naming things. It blows my mind how creative the royal court is. Or just so good. Final little gumball right here. Woohoo! And now I'm going to spray this with 90% rubbing alcohol. I'm going to let it sit for 24 hours, and then I will be back with my soap cutter Evangeline, and we will cut these suckers up. Alright guys, so we are back to cut this orange clementine soap. I am so excited. It has actually been about 48 hours. I waited a little longer for this one just because I was busy, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this with Evangeline. Go really slow. When I've let my soap sit for a while, I always have to cut them super slow because they kind of get hard. It smells so good. Even after I just unmolded it and didn't even cut it, like I could smell it all the way in the other room. And this is what it looks like on the inside. So it's just a two color drop swirl, really. Ta-da! Oh man, it smells so good. And that orange turned into like the perfect apricot-y, creamy orange for the base soap. I love it. So thanks guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and maybe even leave me a comment down below. I cannot tell you how happy I am to be soaping again. I'm just so excited. I have all of these big ideas for the next couple of batches that I'm going to make, and of course I will film them all. So until next time, I hope you guys have a royal day, and I will see you soon. Bye!